Start her up.
All right, everybody, let's try this. Maybe this is a little bit better. Help me out here. The IT department. Oh my gosh. Where are we at, boys? Oh no. Right there. This is not starting out to be a good stream. But maybe you guys can hear me. How are we doing on sound? Got me? Good. Hey, Wally here. We're doing a solo stream tonight. It's Friday night here on in Yorkville, so we got basketball. Nita, the Santa Fe Queen, had a big dance. Posted it up on the YouTube. All right, let's see here. And guess we got some sound now, but thanks for coming through. Coming on GFW trains. Excuse the we're action. Oh, look at that. Hang with me, guys. Anyway, hey, welcome to another live stream from here at the GFW Trains Worldwide Studios. If you're just joining me, I'm hoping that I got all of this sound worked out. I'm flying solo tonight. No George. Here on GFW Trains. I was able to scoot back from the basketball game and thought, you know what? Let's do what I like to do on Friday nights. Let's hang out with some train friends. So here we are. Hopefully everybody is not getting scared away by this fine start of the. But hey, that's why I get paid the big bucks, right? Ooh, that's a bad spot to put a coupler together. There we go. Got that one. Got this one over here. All right, let's try that. Woo! We'll start with that. All right, everybody. That might be the all-time worst beginning of a GFW Trains, and I'm proud to say that I'm the one that's responsible for that. So let's start here from the top. Sing along with Wally. I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Well, hey guys, hopefully I got things back on track with the stream, with the Challenger and the PFE train. I forgot to check to see if it would hit the back end of it. But anyway, thanks for coming. We weren't sure we were going to have a stream tonight. Anita was dancing as Yorkville Palms out at the Yorkville High School over here. And so basketball game, that's where the whole family is. She danced. I was able to scoot back. George is trying to button some stuff over there. So I'm not sure if he's coming back or if he's here or not. But I did want to come out here just for a little bit of time maybe and hang out with everybody. Rough stream. Started out, no sound. I think I got sound back. Then immediately after that, had a little derailment with the old PFE train here. I think we're back. I think we're rolling. How's everybody doing today? Kick back, relax, grab some iced tea. I didn't even get a chance to grab some iced tea. I literally ran in the door, set up the stream, got down here, got rolling, and here we go. So I don't even have some iced tea. But, hey, go out there if you can get some iced tea, and let's talk trains. So, people we got here in the house, we got James Trains. Welcome to the stream. Ooh, I love that whistle, that Challenger whistle. We're running the Vision Line Challenger with a PFE train tonight. We got Slad Cat in the house. Good to see you, Slad Cat. Good to see you. And we got Rocket Man Bill, of course. If you haven't seen it, just for grins and giggles, we posted up Anita's dance on the GFW Trains channel, so you can check out that dance. Gotta like that, huh? Well, we're happy to have you here there, Bill. Glad that you could be with us as well as everybody else. So Rob412 in the house. Good to see you here, buddy. And all right, Slag Cat. Good to see you. Mr. Pick the Vids in the house. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, no sound. All right, I'm Timothy Pesca. Good to see you here. Conrail 8098 in the house. Saying I pre-ordered the Scare Tank car from the Lionel 2022 catalog. Nice. Rutgers Ginny, good to see you. Yeah, right, train time brought to you by some Bullet Bourbon. I wish I was drinking some of that right now. If I thought about that, I would. I should have brought it down, but I was rolling too fast here. Let's see. I'm doing a little mime audition. That's a good one right there. So, Happy Valley Hobbies in the house. Yes. We did forget to plug in the microphone. Devon McKenzie, always hanging out with us. Thanks for being here, buddy. All right, with DB Tech's always here. There we go. All right. Who else we got here? We got some sound. You got it. T4, Tiny Towns Trains TV. Good to see you here. Oh my gosh, I'm now just rolling through where everybody's watching the crash and watching me struggle over here. Brennan's Trains, good to see you here. Mark's Trains, always fun to have you. Let's see. And Great Railroad Productions. You got it. We got that Vision Line Challenger, and hopefully we got all of the crashes out of the way. We're running the Challenger on the double dog bone loop. Conrail 8098. It says there's a train derailment in Springfield. Whew. Glad I'm not in Springfield. Florida Rail Dog in the house. Having a great Friday and glad you can make it with us. Great Railroad Productions asking what number Challenger we got. 3976 or 3983. Well, look at this. 3976 is the Challenger, and we got GFW Trains in the house.
Hey.
You hanging out or you just coming in and saying hi and rolling? Oh, he brought friends.
Where'd Gage go?
All right, we got Rose Jewel Railroad in the house. Look at this, guys. We got all the cool kids here tonight coming back.
The theme at the basketball game was blue out, and we told Nolan that it was a red out, so he showed up as the only guy wearing red. It's okay.
Dang, that was cold on that one. Yeah. I was just rolling through here. Welcome everybody in the stream. So hold tight, guys. I'm almost through with that. George, you should go back and take a look. I had a massive crash here. I just having a hard time doing this without you, big guy. I first didn't have the microphone on. Then I had a massive crash with the old Challenger on the dog bone loop. Yep. All right, so where are we at here? Slag Cat, I think I got Slag Cat. Got Boxcar Jerry Satterley.
That's the new name.
I like the new name too, Jerry Sats. Brennan's Trains. I was rolling through here really fast, so if I miss anybody.
Brennan's Trains, it's a cat forward or Challenger, one of the two.
You got it.
I'm a big boy fan too.
You got it.
If it's articulated, I like it. Except for the narrow gauge stuff. Some of that stuff's weird.
I love the narrogated. I like it all. I like all the articulated. So Cloverdale mines O-scale model railroads here. We're all over the place. First it's sound, now it's pixels. Steve 8098.
Hey, Gage. Want to say hi?
We got Dwayne. Dwayne's Fork and Spoon Railroad. Mark's Lionel Trains. I think I got everybody. If I missed you, sorry. Get back all in here. Yeah, Florida Rail Dog. I think she did good on that choreography. IT department is getting fired here. So back with no audio. Hopefully we got everything back here tonight.
What?
All right, how's the sound now, everybody? And we're back. You got it. Texas Special Jack, welcome. This is the stream from the damned right here. It's not one thing, it's the next thing. All right, so 2022 catalog came out. Conrail 809A is pretty fired up about that catalog. You said about 8 times now that you got the scare box tank car from the 2022 catalog. What else with everybody getting in that 2022 catalog? Sorry about the pixels, guys. There's nothing I'm going to be able to do about that. That's just the slow internet we got in our house. I've been having some hard time with that. So, but thanks again for letting me know we got good audio, got good video. How you doing there, STV. That's what we're going to go with, STV. Good to see you there, man. So, George, what you up to tonight? You got your buds here? I tell you what, this is what I'd like to do. I can do this. Why don't you guys just play with the trains in the background? Okay. If you guys want, or you guys headed somewhere else? Yeah? All right. Well, why don't you go ahead and do that? Grab that. James ordered a 2 10 10 10 10 10 10 10 10 10 10 10 10 10 2. That's a good one to get out of the catalog. That's a good one. Train Finder Craig, good to see you in the stream here. Good to see you. So, yeah, there we go. That dog bone's working out there, running the Challenger. So, George, you got two Challengers. You've got a Greyhound Challenger. You've got the 3985 over there, too. Do they run well together, or are they at different, since one's Legacy and one's GLC? Do they?
I don't know. I haven't tried it. I know that these two won't run together just because kind of had some problems with the JLC one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. I mean, I don't. They might, but it's not something I've tried. I don't want to put a dummy coupler on the JLC one.
Right. So I got my eye on the GP20 Milwaukee Road in the new catalog. That one's a neat one. That's a neat one for sure. Santa Fe Doodlebug. That's a good one. I forgot where oh, there it is. Mark wants a Santa Fe Doodlebug. There's some neat stuff in there. Anybody want to get one of those 1218s? I'm a 1218 guy myself, and some of those 1218s that they've got in there are really, really nice. Isaiah got a Lionel 681 turbine. That's pretty cool, alongside a milk car and a searchlight. Where'd you get that, buddy? For sure. That's a good one. Yeah, 3985 still sitting over there. That one I think is going to be destined for the not moving on the layout for a while because we don't have the weathering coated in on that one. It's just chalked on there and it hasn't been painted. So moving it, we don't want to get the chalk and the weathering so it looks bad. Yes, this is good. I like this. This has definitely been a challenger of a night for me. But one of the cool things that you can see that we got going on here with the Challenger is actually using the dog bone of our layout. This layout was initially designed, the Yes Railroad was initially designed to be a dog bone. So you can see that the Challenger right now is coming up on the incline, and it's going on the top part of the dog bone. And after it goes behind me, it's going to come back around and then go back down. And you'll see it after it goes back down to go on the bottom part of the dog bone, which is the part right there by where Godzilla is right now. Yeah, Rocket Train is cool. I agree with that. Oh, that's right. I forgot to tell everybody, please smash that like button. We've been doing a little bit of struggling on the stream, so help me out with a little solid smash that like button, although I'm not sure if I want that stream to go out there tonight. And if you haven't seen it already, check out the GFW Trains. The Santa Fe Queens got choreographed dance was is up there. We threw it up there just for grins and giggles. Beautiful dance. Yorkville Palms, great. Going to sectionals tomorrow. Good stuff. So Conrail 89098 says Wally Union Pacific 2010 is no more. Oh no. Which one's 2010? Oh. There we go. Got a little derailment over there. Cabin Fever auctions today. Nothing good, no good deals, nothing worth bidding on. Wow, that's surprising to hear. Usually Cabin Fever's got some good stuff on there. I've been itching to buy something new. There was a 611 that came on OGR for him, and I tried to lowball the guy, and I should have just bought it right out. He had a good price on it. I tried to lowball him, and yeah, it didn't work out for me. Regardless, though, even if I said I'd buy it, the guy said that my email went into his spam folder, so he probably wouldn't have gotten it anyway if I wanted to do it. Oh, the BSA repainted. So why is it no more, Conrail 8098? That's too bad. I know that they repainted the Boy Scout part, but they kept the numbers, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Train Finder says, oh, really? Cabin Fever have 3 auctions I need to still pick up out there. You're buying stuff all over the place, Train Finder, Craig. John, Train BFGR, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. They repainted it 2010 entirely, huh? That's too bad. That was one of my favorite engines. That's actually the 2010. Now that you mention it, I didn't know it was the Boy Scout engine. That's one of my white whales. I want to get that one, the Lionel version of it. We saw one of those out at York when we were there. The whole set, the whole Boy Scout set. Well, I believe they wanted $2,200 for it, and maybe it was $2,500. I don't remember, but
it's 26.
$2,600. It was just a little bit outside of my price range. So it says, GFW Trains, you still want those Santa Fe heavyweights? We'll trade for the 41, 41, and 75 bucks. I'm not taking you up on that trade. I'm not taking you up on that trade. Santa Fe heavyweights are nice, but I was thinking about that, and they really don't have a place in the collection here because I don't know if when I'm get to drive with them. So we got 3 trains running out here now, guys. We got Santa Fe, we got the Milwaukee Road, and we got the Challenger here. Oh yeah, train time. So here comes the Challenger back down the incline, and then down here you'll see the Milwaukee Road Hiawatha coming right through. That's a Milwaukee Road EP5. Good stuff. Good stuff. Happy Valley says, don't destroy the like button. Other people might want to use it. Exactly. Smash that like button for me. Do me a solid. Get that up there. So, Great Railroad Production says, I know the Vision Line Norfolk and Western Class A's are working on. Can't wait to see other new videos on YouTube and the sound too. Yeah. I think that 1218 is going to be a pretty spiffy train. The 1218 was actually my first command control train that I had and that I ran. But you talk to my dad. My dad will say he purchased that. But I talked him into purchasing it. I took it back to my house, and that was the first one that we got, our first articulated engine. It was my first command control train. It was, in fact, the first command control train that the Werderix ran. Yeah, thanks, Train Addict. We got the Greyhound at a train show, I want to say at the beginning of fall. But that's a beautiful engine. Vision Line Challenger right there. She looks good. That one sure does. I always have liked the Greyhound paint schemes for Union Pacific. What do you guys think? The Greyhound paint schemes I think are cool, and I love the elephant ears too. I know I might be in the minority on that in terms of liking that stuff, but I really like that. So you'll see the Challenger here. Now the Challenger is going to go on the bottom part of the dog bone now. So we've got the bottom part of the dog bone and the top part of the dog bone that the Challenger is going around. And that's the basis of this layout being a double dog bone layout. So Train Finder Craig, if you don't know, has been out scooping up as much MTH stuff as he can out there and buying some really cool stuff. It says, oh my God, Mike's Train House on Kevin Fever. I'm thinking I might need to sell my son Train Finder Jacob to get them. Yeah. Hey, Dave Kohler, welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. Hiawatha Hobbies, Happy Valley Hobbies wants to know if the Hiawatha works on an overhead. I don't think that it does. I think, it's got the pantographs, obviously, but I don't think inside that you can hook it up with an overhead if you got an overhead. I haven't been technical enough to try that one out. So maybe one day we'll get a catenary around here and get that going. You guys don't have to stay down here if you don't want. All right, that's good. So James, as far as the Greyhound, says, yeah, but it's got to be the two-tone gray and yellow, not the two-tone gray and silver. So I didn't know they even had a two-tone gray and silver. Chris Lambo. Yeah. Oh, I agree. George. I agree, Rob 412. That might be the best idea of the night. I think George needs to get me a drink. I'll tell you what. I think George needs to come on here and do a little go on. There you go, George. Take the captain's seat.
Okay, can you hear me now, guys? Hello? Hello? Wally's mic is working great. Yeah. We're not doing it. Alright, put it on the track. Alright, let's see if we can push it. Here, just bring it in. Bring it in.
Oh no, he didn't.
Alright, let's see it.
Don't spill that.
No, sir.
Yeah. There it is.
Oh, I think George needs to get you a drink.
I think so. I just got myself a drink. I just realized though that
They said that your mic was working great.
my mic was
Alright,
working
I'm
great.
gonna put it back on. I changed the audio.
Oh, you did. All right.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah, rock and roll, dude. Rock and roll.
Alright. Show the beep to the cam. Okay. I got this from my dad when I was really little. Actually, I don't.
You weren't even
know,
born
I
yet.
wasn't even born yet, but I got it for him out of the womb.
George, Beck wants your shout out.
Hey Beckett.
Shout out to Beckett.
Team, a Sergeant Train TV. That's
Sergeant. Oh, that's Beckett.
who it is. Yeah.
Oh, STV. Oh, that's cool.
There we go. Beckett's there, huh? All right.
Careful. Anyways, all right. Let's see if we can get this. Watch me stop.
Oh, all right. Beep's running. Coming back around here so you can see it over here. Those little beeps are fun trains. It's still going. I don't think we've run this beep in a while. I don't think it's ever run on the layout here. Well, there we go.
Good noises.
Cool. Rose Giorero, born in Racine, Wisconsin, loves the Milwaukee Road. Milwaukee Road's my favorite railroad, too. The main line of the Milwaukee Road was right by my house growing up in Bartlett there. Yep. So we like Milwaukee Road around here. Yeah, that Vision Line Challenger is a nice one, isn't it? We got the Beep, the Vision Line Challenger, and then we've got we were running the Hiawatha with the EP5 there, Weaver EP5, but that one's just out of the way. George is here running trains with the friends. They're just all looking at this like, what on earth are you guys doing over here? You guys are all over the place. Conrail 8098, I don't think we're going to see how fast that Beep goes. It's not geared real fast. Maybe we should do some Beep train racing, George. What do you think about that?
We only got one.
We can get another one. Hey, Dave Kohler, welcome to the, or actually, what am I saying? Grew up in Milwaukee. Yeah, there we go. Grew up in Milwaukee. So, Happy Valley says, did they make an Alco version of the Beep? They did. Actually, I think that the AMT trains made like a small Alco version of the Beep. Yeah.
They made F units.
The other thing too, I saw the other day, I really wish they bought a TMCC upgrade for the Beep. I was like, and I for this amount of time, I was like, I should get that and upgrade this Beep.
How much was it? Was it $150?
Yeah, the Beep only costs $100. So I was like, oh, I don't know. Ooh, stopped over there.
We are keeping the aux tender, James. $1 million. That's our price.
Yeah, I agree, David. We need a catenary for the EP5.
It's these like basically how these work.
So Conrail 8098 has a Beep too. What kind of Beep you have there, Conrail 8098? James says you can buy it for $1 million.
Deal.
George gets it sold.
Anyway, so that one basically how it is the power goes straight to the motor. So So, and then it's got a E unit on the inside, which switches the direction. Yeah. So.
Boy, that beep
instead of
as it
it
runs
going-
it around. That's
What?
I'm talking to these guys.
Oh, sorry. Oh.
That beep when it's running around is running around pretty rough. You can talk. It's all right.
Anyways, I just explained to them how the beep works compared to the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Jane says, I'll send you the money on Instagram. $1 million, George.
All right.
$1 million.
Why did you?
So I have a chassis made from a B unit. Cool. The Tiny Town Train Force says, George Wally, quiz question. When was the first Greyhound released by Lionel?
Oh, NPC era.
Yeah, I think that there's an NBC Greyhound, Berkshire, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's not a Berkshire.
It's a.
I think it is a Berk.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, maybe it is. So help us out on that. Give us a clue on what the first one is. He's gonna give you 1 million O scale dollars, George. 1 million O scale dollars. So DB Tech wants to know the posse, George.
Guys, come here. I have to introduce you. Okay? Gage, come here. All right. So this is Nolan. They all go to school with me. This is Gage. Yeah. And
Gage's a little embarrassed about his hair. His hair isn't done
It
just
is,
right.
I was pulled out of bed.
Oh, there you go.
anyways, this is Nolan. He's my. They all play football. I'm the only one that doesn't play football. This is Jake. Tell me something about you.
I play football. I play baseball. I'm not much of a train guy, but I like every place.
There we go. There we go. Well, thanks for coming in, guys. And thank you, Train Finder Craig, for that super chat there. George is going to sing now in front of his friends.
Yes. It's here, George.
Okay, all right. What song?
Song about the rap about the beep.
Oh, okay. Wait, I need a beat.
No one's got here.
Okay, not that. Like more corny.
There we go.
The beep is pretty cool.
These are my friends from
really-
school. They're coming to run trains because we
really
got
cool
no
stool.
brains.
Keep going. The beep is really short. And it's almost like
When I laugh, I don't snort.
because of the
When I work, I go to court.
and I cannot sting. There's I don't know, man. It's not coming to me. I can't. I just been saying the same like.
That's good, George. That's good. All right.
Yeah.
These guys got it all on the Institutal, and they're going to put it up there on the Facegram thing. Yeah. Facegram. Some, Yep, that's right. That's right. The Union Pacific 284. 284 is a Berkshire, right? Isn't it FEF a 484?
Yeah, I think it's a Berkshire.
Yeah,
You're right.
that's what I
Did
thought.
they have like elephant ears then?
It did.
Oh, so it was basically just Lionel being cheap.
Allegedly. They got that.
That beep can go faster. I've done it. All right.
Our beep isn't going any faster. It's been a while since it's run, so I don't think the grease is broken in or is oiled up. Dang, I got some greasy hair today. My head, I'm gonna get this cut, I think, George.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's about time to get it cut. I've had enough of the long hair look. I can't make it to Nolan level over here with my long hair.
No one's getting it cut.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm thinking about cutting it on. I'm gonna cut it on the 27th. I'm just thinking about when I'm doing it.
All right.
I'm not gonna cut it too short.
You go Mohawk. That's what I'm going for. Mohawk. So, all right, you guys headed out of here?
If that's okay with you.
That's all right, George. Bash. All right, Nolan.
Yeah.
Bash. See you around the roundhouse, boys.
You want me to leave the lights on?
Yeah. Actually, if you can get before you go, if you can get that, it's all good. It's exactly the way we got it going. It's fine. See you around.
See you guys.
So I knew when we started the streams way back in the day that they might have an expiration date, or they'd have to come to a point where they have to compete with George and his buddies and his cars and everything like that. Yeah. So good to be hanging out with you guys. Hope you guys all have some iced tea. I got myself a nice special blend of iced tea here. Chicago Railroad Vids and Photography Productions. Welcome to the stream. So, anything new on the layout? Well, DB Tech, actually, there is. We have got a couple new things going on the layout. You might not be able to see it over here, but I'm starting to dial in back over here on the town. For Christmas, I got the courthouse. George got the truffle factory. The courthouse is Department 56. The truffle factory is Lemax. And I bought some styrofoam. I'm going to start building that up a little bit, making some snow scene there for a snow town on this end of the layout. So this end will be one end of the layout, and back over here will be one part of the village. I brought down the Ford Mustang shop too. That's something that I've had for a while. It's different than the Mustang Sally. I took the Mustang Sally off. It's got a huge footprint. I left the Wally's gas station out there, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks or so, I'll be able to get a couple new buildings and really fill that out. Not a couple new weeks, probably next month or so. I really fill that out. So yeah. I put some new pine trees back up over there, and I'll refine this. Take that big one out there. That big one's not real scale, but I thought that would be a fun one to keep up over there with Godzilla and everything like that. Well, hey, Matt's Trains and Tractors, welcome to the stream. Glad you could be here with us. Yeah, I'm left holding for the bag. That's for sure, Slag Cat. For sure. Hey, I agree, Train Finder Craig. Sometimes it's rough with your getting left out, but I knew that George had his buddies here, and they probably didn't want to hang out here and talk. His buddies didn't want to talk trains. I take my hat off for them for hanging out here with me as much as they did. So I'm hanging out with you guys. Shoot me some stuff in those comments. Let's talk trains. So Tiny Town Trains TV knows what buildings are we going for. I'm not sure. I'm not real familiar with Department 56, actually. My mom and dad on the layout that we built there at their house, my mom had a really good eye for the Department 56. And she went out and got a bunch of real neat things that looked good together. I think one for sure that I want to get is the Lionel Train, Train Hobby Shop. That's one I want to get for sure. Any recommendations? Happy Valley was going to ask how much to get GFW Trains and his fellow students to do a barbershop quartet. They left before I could type it. Yeah. Well, I hope it's not going to be solo Fridays, Isaiah. I think Fridays are rough because right now the basketball is going on and basketball's playing. Anita's in the basketball games. George's friends get there, they coalesce, they get together and do stuff at the basketball games. So that's what they do. They get together and then they'll want to hang out with each other, and that's fine. That's fine. I get it. So I'm glad that and you know what? Trains are a good way that I spent time with my dad. It's a nice, safe place, a good time where I can spend time with my son. So I really like that. I like this. Happy Valley Hobbies, you're right. Solo Cup Fridays. Have your iced tea in a solo cup. Oh, yeah. I agree, Slag Cat. Those woodland scenic buildings are nice. And I was thinking about putting up some of those. I was thinking about putting up some of those woodland scenic buildings back over here in this part of the layout. But, you know, it's like this, right? I've always said this about this train layout, that the train layout is, it's not, I'm not trying to be a high rail layout here. I like realism. Don't get me wrong. I like realism and I like scale and everything like that. But like I said, I like to call this a toy rail layout, where I want to try and make stuff like as scale as possible and as realistic as possible. Well, not necessarily realistic, but just have it out there with lots of fun stuff going on. So it's more of a toy rail where you've got some high rail stuff, and then you've got some really toy-like stuff. So, you know, the Department 56, in my mind, I think it's pretty cool. It's not necessarily scratching the itch of somebody who's in the high rail, but it also is pretty neat. Slide Cat, what do you have 8 of? You say you've got 8 of them up here. Yeah, Tiny Town Trains, man, that's too much for those, the Lionel Hobby Shop. Now, it's not the Lionel Hobby Shop. Those are really cool too, but it's got too big a footprint. So what I'm going for is that Department 56 Lionel Hobby Shop. So what's the green hat on the layout? So this is kind of a cool one, Jewel Rose Railroad. A friend of ours was a conductor on the Chicago Northwestern Railroad. So he gave us the his old Chicago Northwestern uniform. So we've got actually the whole uniform that goes along with this. But this is the hat that he was using when he was a collector on the train. So there we go, conductor, collector. I used to wear this I used to wear this one, and I've got another one that says collector to train shows every once in a while. Actually, Rocket Man Bill would laugh at me when I when I wore that one. So I stopped wearing that one. Can only take your level of geekitude so high. Conrail 8098. I was just thinking about putting some cars behind that beat. I was just thinking about that. That might be a good idea. So, Rob 412, Department 56 has a Christmas in the City series with some nice building. They also have a Daily Planet building with Superman flying around the top. Oh, that's cool. I do like their Christmas Village. That's a nice one, and that's actually what I'm probably going to buy some of the stuff for. Nick's Crossing, good to see you here. Nick's fun stream. Nick did a 24-hour stream a couple weeks back. I haven't had a chance to say hi to him on his stream since he did it, but I popped onto his 24-hour streams a couple of times. Great fun. Good job on that. Oh, yeah. That Department 56 Shelley Diner is a really, really cool one. That one's probably on the short list of some stuff to do. So, Nick's, what Henning's Trains? I'm not familiar with Henning's Trains. Is that a hobby shop out there by you? We discussed that last week. It was so fun to have Bill, Rocket Man Bill, and his daughter Katrina on the show. We talked about collecting versus accumulating. And Rocket Man Bill says, I'm not a collector, I'm an accumulator of toy trains. Sounds appropriate. Sounds appropriate. Oh, okay. Outside of Philly. That's where it is. Well, that's good. I hope you got a nice fat wallet that you can go in there and buy some trains. So, everyone, this is hilarious. I'm just realizing, and I have to take my hat off there to Nick's Crossing. It's a lot harder to do one of these live streams by yourself than it is with somebody. So I'm going to put some cars on the back of that beat. I'm going to see if I can find some here. Real handy. Here we got one. We'll put this on the back of the beat. I don't know if actually this is a heavy car. I don't know if the beat will pull it. Try this. Had to take this one off when we had the crash on the crash with the. See if this will work with one. We'll see. Ready? See, I broke the beat. There There we go. Beep pulls that, no problem. Let's get that Beep another car. Let's see. We'll go down here and see if we can find another good one. Well, I know of a good one. Get some perfect ones over here. This is one of my favorites right here. George's Tears. Yep. Had a friend of the show make that for George. Put this on over here. And we got this one here. My sister made the truck. Oh, stop me. In the truck. I'll show you this one. This one's kind of cool. This is, if you look at it close, that's been redone. That's the National Park Service truck. And my brother-in-law drives a drives a truck just like that. He's on the Forest Service fire. There we go. Long way, Beep. The Z4000 needs, there we go, needs some lube. Now that baby's got some cars. I think we got to find that one. Ooh, everything is going awry over here. Give me a second, everybody. See, this is what I get for being too complicated over here. There we go. Beep back. Beep going. Got a problem with the Santa Fe. He's not listening to me right now. All right. We'll go with that. Yeah, definitely that transformer needs some oil. It goes back, goes forth. Jeopardize 07, welcome to the stream. If you're just joining us, dude and dudettes, please smash that like button. That's very helpful. Hey, Mama Yaya, how you doing? The ZW is in good shape. The ZWs are good. It's the Mike's Train House one down here. It's the Z4000. It's all tight and everything like that. So put the 200 caboose on the Beep. All right, the 2000 caboose. We'll do that. That's a good idea. Beep and Santa Fe aren't listening to me right now. The Santa Fe stopped. That Santa Fe is in rough shape right now. Ooh. All right, we got that guy going. Got the Beep. The Beep's not liking that area of the layout when it's pulling cars. Yeah, here's another one. James made this one for us when we hit 2,000 subscribers. Speaking of which, we just hit 3,000 last week. 3,000 subscribers and 500,000 views. Thanks for everybody for helping us get there. That's so we got a Z4000 down here with the nice Z4000 sounds. We'll let that the Santa Fe do its thing up there. Yeah, thanks guys. Smash that like button. My hi Rail, welcome to Fast Friday here, Solo Friday right now. So grab your solo cup, going solo. Not too sure how long I'm going to do this. It's a lot rougher than I thought it would be tonight. Lots of stuff breaking and not working right. And these iced tea is tasting good, that's for sure. Yeah, it is a high fiber Z4000 mix. That's for sure. That's for sure. James says, yep, re-letter it at 3,000 if we want. Nope, why don't you make us another one that says 3,000. Make a $3,000 or 3,000 car. So Rocket Man says, to answer your question, how many trains can run at one time on a layout? Last week we had 3 trains running on independent loops. Yeah, actually, then on Saturday we had some guys over, and I think we had 8 trains that were running on the layout at the same time. That might be the record right now, is 8 trains running at the same time. So we can run 3 independently, just without worrying about it. But we've got the Train Master command control, and you can run a lot more than the 3 trains on the track. You can put more than 1 on each one of them. Thanks, Happy Valley. So actually, it was really hard to get to 3,000. We haven't been putting out videos as much as we did before. Rocketman Bill doesn't like that new Cab 3 base. I think it's neat. I'm probably going to be like you, though. I don't know if I'm going to jump out to get that new base. I just invested in all kinds of stuff for that Cab 2, so I'm going to keep rolling with that for a little while. But I think that's going to be good. Yeah, James was over on Saturday, and it was part of that 8 trains going at once festivities that we had there. It was good. Iced tea on the rocks would definitely smooth things out. Definitely. But yeah, I was looking at the Lionel, the Lionel catalog, and the Cat 3 does sound like it's a neat operating system. It's pulling everything under the same umbrella. But the thing that I get worried about is that as they move forward, I think that Bluetooth technology that they're putting into a lot of their engines, that's going to be the way to go. It's so much cheaper than the TMCC or the legacy technology that they've got in these engines. So I just have a feeling that at some point everybody's going to have to buy those Cab 3s because the engines are going to progress to such where that's going to be what most of them are going to be operated by. I know that they say the Cab 3 is going to go back, and you'll be able to operate all of your legacy, all your command, and you'll be able to use all of your features of all those things using that remote. But what I'm worried is about going forward, whether the Lionel is going to retro technology their trains and the things that they're making so that you can use new stuff with the Cab 2. If I had to guess, they're probably going to start going a lot more towards Bluetooth, and the Bluetooth stuff obviously you can't use on that Cab 2. So yeah, James, I think I do. I really would like to get some real good operators down here in the layout and see how many we could run. But I think it's possible to run 10 trains on here, especially if there are these deep-sized things, some short ones. I think you could definitely run 10 trains. But it was pretty cool. We had a lot of guys down here last Saturday running trains, and we had our whole complement of remote controls working. I've got 5 remote controls. Everybody had a remote control. And then there was a couple of people that brought remote controls. I think that we had all of those operating, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. But the running trains on a phone, some people like it, some people don't. It's cool actually to see all of the function and everything that you can do when you've got it on a smart device like an iPad. When it's up there real big like that, it's actually pretty impressive. That said, I'm on my phone all the time. In fact, I'm on my phone too much. And to that point, I think that I like it putting the phone down sometime. And I think of my train room here when I come down to the train room is my opportunity, my time to just disconnect, get away from my phone and everything like that. So operating my trains on my phone is kind of like, I don't know, like having a hot tub at work or something like that. I like hot tubs, but I don't necessarily want a hot tub at work. Oh gosh, yeah. So, and Isaiah says, give me conventional control and TMCC every day of the week. Right, and there's something to be said for conventional control too. I like conventional control. Speaking of conventional control, let's see if we can get this Santa Fe running here again. All right. Santa Fe looks like it's going. Although the Santa Fe was giving me some problems just a few minutes ago. So, no, I think you're right there, too, that running trains with your phone is a lot of fun if you like to run them or just watch them versus switching. Yeah, that's true. Speaking of switching, I bought some ACS for the Mike's Train House. I bought one of them at York, and I've got two of them on order. And Pie in the Sky Vision or Pie in the Sky Hope is that we're able to hook up all of our switches to the AI, or did I call them AIUs? But to the AIUs, so that we can operate all of the switches off of the remote too. Yeah. Yeah. Rocket Man Bill says, so running trains with a phone maybe not as good as running Lionel stuff, but running DCS is much easier with the phone. You don't have to remember all of the levels of the menu. That's true. That's true. We've actually got both the systems up on our layout here. We've got got it working with the remote control, and then we've also got the WIU over here. There you go. The WIU, and we can work it off our phone there as well. So James says, give their trains the $1 million is sent. Be sure to check your email and George's Instafacegram book. Yep. No, I think you're right on Happy Valley. It says the problem I see is using the phone is having to pick up an incoming call. Right. Apple and Orange's line. How you doing? Good to see you here. Well, my dad swears by that Cab 1 too. He really likes the Cab 1, and I don't blame him. The Cab 1 is simple, it's straightforward. Although a lot of times it's just reluctance to get and pick up that Cab 2. The Cab 1's simple, but the Cab 2 is just very straightforward. It's not that hard to learn. It's not that hard to do too much stuff. So, yeah. Al's AJM Trains, welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. Mark with the noob with the top hat. Hey, good to see you here. If you're just joining us here, please do me a solid and smash that like button. That'd be really helpful. Not that this is the greatest stream that we're having here tonight, but it'll help feed the algorithm and push the stream out there to the people that didn't get a chance to see the stream. So, but Rocket Man Bill, I agree. A lot of guys like to run using a tablet, and it doesn't have to be a phone, and it's not activated as a phone. So using a tablet, it's good stuff. Comms, trains, and accessories. What's up? What's up? And Rob 412, yeah, I think a dedicated phone or iPad would be the way to go too. I've been keeping an eye peeled on seeing if I could get an old iPad that we could put the apps on for NPH and Lionel and just keep that down here as another option for remote control. Because it was funny. I thought I had way too many remote controls down here, but we had all of those guys over last week, and it was actually exactly what I built this layout for, was just having a lot of friends over and running trains. It was neat on Saturday because we had all of those people over, and I ran out of remote controls. So if I had a couple of, or if I had an iPad that I could dedicate to it, that would be another way to go. Or even better yet, they can use their phones too. James says, just check the Train Buds email. Trust me, it's worth it. All right, I'll do that. Mark the New with the top hat says, hey, GFW Trains, I made a Flying Kipper remake on Roblox. Is it okay if you can see it on my channel? Yeah, all right, Mark. We'll have to make a way over there. I'd love to see that. Bear Creek Woodworking, how you doing here tonight? I'm rolling solo here, just hanging out. George was here for a little while, little guest star appearance, said hello. I didn't think I was going to be doing the stream, so came in hot, a little bit unprepared. So been getting some good comments, and we've been talking trains. But yeah, it's so funny. Anita had her dance tonight, and went over there to the high school, and I was kind of getting anxious just because I hadn't, the dance was over. I'm not really that big into high school basketball, so everyone was there watching the basketball game. I turned to my wife. I said, I'm going to go home. I'm going to go home and do a little bit of the stream. So you know what? I'll probably go a little bit longer here, and just because it's fun. Just got my thumbs up. All right, Tom's Trains and Accessories. Hey, and the other thing is, too, we got some new people around here. If you're new to GFW Trains, please subscribe. Appreciate that. We've got a lot of fun. We do this every week. This week, we're not doing it with George. We're doing it by me, but usually when George is here, we have a lot more fun. There are a couple of people. Speaking of which, next week, we're going to have a special guest on. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have, oh God, I'm getting old. I'm just drawing a blank as to all I can think of is train fight. Oh, anyway, we'll have a big guest on next week. Need to get a little bit more of this Red Bull here. Rose Jewel says, I've always liked running trains continuous. I've never wanted to run switches, operate accessories, even when I was a kid, but that's just me. Now, see, I'm the opposite of that. Rose Jewel Trains. I love to live life on the edge. Even Bill and I, when we get together, you know, if we get together running trains, there's going to be a crash. So I love running trains as fast as they go or as slow as they go, or I'll try and run the trains everywhere on the layout. But I love to run trains like on the edge, if that makes sense. I love to run trains. Radar Diddy says, I use a tablet on my GUG1 and a universal remote on my baby K4. All right. Bear Creek Woodworking says, I like the Cab 2. I'm not sure about the Cab 3 yet. I like the Cab 2 too. It's a great operating system, and the Cab 3 maybe is the next step in progression of things, because I think Lionel is going to be going more and more into Bluetooth. Bill says, Wally could have downloaded the free version of the app. Basic, yes, but it's free, and you've operated the trains from the phones. But that's with the MTH. Now, Lionel had a different operation than MTH. You have to pay $25 every time you want to download. Actually, $25 you can download 5 times with the Lionel app. But I was surprised by that after I got the Lionel remote or app working, and I realized that was the case. I was like, oh man, that sucks. Nick's Crossing says, weird question. Are there any scenery plans for the railroad, or is it just a railroad to run trains? The design I like the design compared to my L. So we are. I mean, it's a slow process to get into the scenery part. Nick's Trains. You can see behind me. I've started to add some wintry scenery stuff over here, but slowly but surely, I think we're going to start adding scenery now. We've got one of the things that I like running trains. George likes running trains too. So we wanted to have a nice design with good operating trains. And I think we've finally gotten to that part where we've got our design set, trains operate well on it. So it's time to start changing our gears and start looking towards scenery. Now, here's my deal with scenery, though. Scenery is not necessarily my forte. Bear Creek says, is George on a date night? No. he's out with his friends. It was basketball night tonight. Anita had her dance. George is out with friends. So I originally wasn't going to do a live stream, but I thought, you know what? I want to hang out with my boys and do a live stream here. Yep, Red Bull or the iced tea is kicking in. That's for sure. That's for sure. DB Tech says, Bill Cabernis loved the Heinz collection. For those of you that weren't here, that Rocket Man was here with his daughter Katrina, and Katrina has a huge Heinz car collection, and that was good to see. Yeah, Bear Creek, definitely too much iced tea. Got a lot of things going on my mind here. It's funny. I think that it's hard with just or with two people here doing everything like that. But when you're here by yourself, I'm trying to do the engineering part of this, trying to do the train part of this. You know what? Hats off to all the guys that do these live streams. It's not as easy as you might think. So, never too much iced tea. Oh, B's just right around the corner. How you doing, honey? Good, good. Nobody can see on the stream. So, I think you don't have to come on the stream. Oh, is she coming over to say hi? Nope, I'm good. I'm good. There she is. How you doing, honey?
Good.
Good.
Checking on you. Make sure you're okay. Good.
Yep, doing good.
Hey, everybody.
So, oops, maybe too much. Yep. So, 1-800 Clyde, how you doing? Thanks. I'm running solo tonight. George is out with his buds. I was out at my daughter's dance, but I thought to myself, you know what? I want to come out and hang out with my friends. So I ran down here and put together a live stream and rock and roll. I didn't really have anything planned, but I thought I'd come out and just see what everyone was talking about. Talk with everybody here. I'm with you, Rob. I never realized that there were so many Heinz cars myself. There are, I forget, 42 of them that they had. Yeah. Jerry, you're right. Live streams are easier than videos, that's for sure. But videos only last for a couple of minutes. Live streams last for a long, long time. Everyone's saying hi, mom. Heartland's Trains, welcome to the live stream. What's up? Santa Fe Queen's dance performance was amazing. It was really cool. And I tell you what, as a father, it was fun to watch because this was one that was a special one. She had choreographed the whole thing to herself, taught it to the dance team. It was really good. And in case you're wondering, just for grins and giggles, we threw it up there on the GFW Trains channel. So you'll be able to go check it out if you want. It's up there. So check out the Santa Fe Queen's dance. Yeah. Thanks, Eric. Always appreciate a compliment. David Hex is glad you did. Wasn't sure what I was going to do with my Friday night, for sure. Live streams last up to 25 hours, right? Right, Nick, you're right. A couple of weeks ago, Nick's Crossing did a 25-hour live stream on that. Rose Jewel Rero wants to know, what's everyone's favorite boxcar? That's a good question. I have to tell you what. I am a sucker for old Lionel 64 post-war boxcars. I love those post-war boxcars. And probably my favorite out of all of those has got to be the 64 100, which is also, out of all of them that are the regular production ones, that's my favorite one, is the 64 100. I know there are ones that are more expensive, like the variations, the Solid Shield Rutland, or the Western Pacific with the red letters, or the black letter Rock Island. But my favorite one, I love the blue or the orange with the blue feather of the Western Pacific. And I love the 64 100. So that's got to be my favorite boxcar. But that's a good question. What are everyone else's favorite boxcar? So as I'm waiting for that, Tom's Trains and Accessories says hopefully Lionel will incorporate a Y cable again, like they did with the Legacy Cab 2, working together with a Cab 1. I still like and use my 25-year-old TMCC Cab 1 along with my Legacy Cab 2. Yep, I do too. Like I said, I hope that they make that. I hope that they make the technology retroactive. And I also hope that they continue to keep the using the technology in their trains so that you can operate the newer trains with the Legacy. That's kind of what I'm worried. What I'm worried about is that as they move forward, that they're not going to be able to, or they're not going to put the stuff in the trains. In fact, move to Bluetooth, and that's not going to be able to be operated on the Cab 1 or Cab 2. All right, so Nick says reefer, of course, or the C&O Standard O insulator. That's a good one. Slagcat says his favorite boxcar is his Atlas Cons meat boxcar. Very good, very good. 1-800-Clyde says his favorite boxcar is anything single chi. Nice, good stuff. Cloverdale Line says I got a post-war with dudes popping out. Might be a milk car, might be the Western car where the guys are coming out the top. 6464s are great for sure on that one. Tom's Trains and Accessories. The State of Maine, I always liked that one growing up too. The Bangor and Aroostook State of Maine ones are, no, it's not, I don't know, or the, never mind. But the State of Maine ones are really good ones. The Alaska boxcar and the Rutland boxcar. In fact, my dad, we were at the last Train Collectors Association Midwest Division show, and my dad bought a Rutland boxcar there too. Heartland's Train said, I got a KCS 60-foot boxcar, and it's my favorite. Yep. So, Apple and Orange says, on a Legacy engine, does Bluetooth app do everything that a Legacy controller does? So I wouldn't need a Cab 3 or 2 if I only have a Legacy engines with Bluetooth. You know what, Apples and Oranges, I think that, or Apple and Orange, I think that is the way that it works, but I don't know. I don't have any of the Bluetooth stuff. Rob 412, the Norfolk and Southern Heritage High Cube series. That's a cool one. That's a cool one for sure. Boxcar Jerry says, I like the milk car. Happy Valley says, I love New York, Delaware and Hudson, New York Department of Transportation cars. That's a good one. That's a good one for sure. Apple and Oranges says, I only have 64 boxcars. Which ones do you have there, Apple and Oranges? So yeah, beyond the 64, you've got the B&O automobile cars, the post-war ones, and those are fun ones too with the 2 doors. There's 2 colors. There's the blue one, which is the more common one, and then the brown one that's harder to find, and those are all both good ones there too. DB Tech says, I have a Lehigh Valley with an action guy in it. My favorite boxcar is a Desert Storm boxcar. I can see why that was a really good one, a Desert Storm one. Apple and Orange says, you can call me Apples and Oranges. It just rolls off the tongue a little bit easier. Apples and oranges. Apples and oranges. So, hey, everybody, thanks for joining me here on the stream tonight. I know that I'm flying solo, so I appreciate you hanging out. If you haven't already, do me a solid, smash that like button. It really helps out with the stream, although this isn't the best stream I've ever done or we've ever done here. But it does help push out the GFW trains to the algorithm, and that's what we got to do. You're right, James. It's official. Apples and oranges. Cloverdale, mine O-Scale Model Railroader says, my favorite boxcar I have now is Johnny Cash riding the rails. Hey, we've got a really cool couple of ads on the channel that we put out probably 2 years ago. We just pulled them off the internet and put them up on the GFW trains with Trains and Trucking from Johnny Cash, and then there was Big Trains for Small Hands from Johnny Cash too. So David Kohler says his favorite is my Milwaukee Road outside rim box car. Rocket Man Bill says that my favorite boxcar has got to be the TCA Kids Club Charter Member Club boxcar because he has over 40 of them. Yes, according to the market on that one. It's like the PFH E-Trains. PFE reefer train just with boxcars. Rob 12 says, my favorite train on the layout is now the NPC whiskey reefers. I just found the Johnny Walker with white pants, rare variation. Nice. You know what? That would be a good one to collect. I've never even thought about collecting those. I've never thought. Well, thanks, David. Rough show on my end. I had a rough start. It's one of those things where you try and get yourself back on the track. Excuse the pun. After you have a rough start, but here we are. We're doing it. Running trains. So Timmy Bentz says my train layout is Western and Maryland and Midland Railroad. Very cool. Ours is here. This one that we have here is called the Yorkville and Eastern Shore. We call it. You can see over here we've got on this side we've got Yorkville. It's not done up yet, but as you move across the layout over here, move east across the country until you get to New York City. Then you come over here from New York City. This will be the Eastern Shore, and then over here is Washington D.C. Heartland Trains says I have a really cool 462 Pacific. It's a K line. I don't have any curves to run it around, unfortunately. It's Missouri Pacific too. Well, all right. It looks like from the your profile picture that you must be a Missouri Pacific guy or a Katy guy. You like that Missouri Railroad stuff. I like that. James Trains, 5th time now. I guess you really want me to read this. I saw it a couple of times. Our conversation was about boxcars, so I didn't want to go sideways. News on the Royal Hudson. It installed the sound system and has also started work on the LED lights. Main ER and TMCC board were ordered from Lionel on Tuesday. Very good. If you haven't already, go out and grab some iced tea. I'm almost to the bottom of my iced tea. It's nice and smooth. Tom's Trains, this is a good one. I like this one. I don't have this one, but I should really buy it if I see it. NPC era Pabst Blue Ribbon boxcar is a nice looking red, white, and blue all-American boxcar. I like that one, and that's one I should go out and get. You know, I think my dad bought my brother some beer boxcars recently, and I think he bought him that one. My brother's collection when he's not looking. So if you're just joining us, we got 3 trains that we're running out here for grins and giggles. We got ourselves the Beep with some GFW train stuff up there. We got the George's Tears car. We got the Uncle Greg fire car. And then we've got our 2,000 subscriber made by none other than James Trains. But now we've moved on to 3,000 subscribers. So we're going to have to get some 3,000 subscriber celebration stuff. I got a 1,000, a 2,000. Now we got to get a 3,000 celebration box car. I know it. PBR all the way. PBR is my go-to beer. I was drinking PBR, though, for a long time. Now it's kind of the hipster beer, but I've always liked PBR. Some people don't like it, but I like it. Nick says I need some Conrail beer cars. Gotta like the beer. So just picked up a Monon box car a couple of weeks ago. I believe you guys said every layout needs a Monon. Rob, you heard it. You did it. Congratulations on that. Congratulations. Well, again, guys, sorry if it's buffering. It is what it is with our internet. This last week, we've had some really bad internet to our house. So, yeah. That red, white, and blue Pabst car would definitely go good with Jeremiah O'Brien. I got a Jeremiah O'Brien when I was growing up, and that was always one of my favorite trains. It's back in the other room. I made it a thing, but I want to try and run some more trains that I usually do. We are always running command stuff out here, but I've got a really, really cool, good collection of NPC stuff because that was the era when I grew up. And when I grew up, that was what my mom and dad gave me, or Santa gave me every Christmas. I got NPC stuff. I got some post-war stuff too, but the bulk of what I got was NPC stuff. All right, Nick, that's a great idea. Get a 3 sticker in the mail, and we can just upgrade those 1,000 to the 2,000 to 3,000. Very good, very good. So NBC Burners ginger ale boxcar. That's another good one. That's another good one. So Nick's Crossing is saying, what is the Monon? Serious question, never heard of him. So Monon was probably one of the smallest Class 1 railroads, I think my dad said, when they were in existence. But it is a Monon. I think it's the Chicago, Indianapolis, and Louisville Railroad is the name of the railroad. And my dad actually spent some time working for the Monon. So we're Monon people around here. Let me see if I can pull out a boxcar for you, Monon boxcar. It's looking at one down here. But it's actually a railroad that existed for a long time and then ultimately was bought, I believe, by the, oh, it's not in the box. Not sure where that's at then. But the Monon was bought by the L&N. Not sure where that boxcar went. But we're Monon people around here, so we like the Monon. Russ Redsman, a nice shirt. Of course. I'm late tonight. Hi, everybody. Well, do me a solid. Smash that like button as you're just rolling through the door, and welcome. I don't know how. I think I'm going to do this for about an hour and a half tonight. I'm rolling alone because George is out hanging out with his buddies. So he's not around, but I thought to myself, you know what? I'll come down here and do it by myself. Harley David, some boxcars are cool. I'm really big on that. Happy Valley says, no one said a pickle car. That's probably only because Katrina's not around here tonight, but she loves those pickle cars. That's for sure. That's for sure. James Train says, I'll try and make a 3,000 boxcar. Well, that would be certainly appreciated, for sure. Monongahela Railroad. Yeah, that's a good one, Devon. That would be fun. Sly Guy says, how about Little King's boxcar? I drank my fair share of Little King's when I was in college. So if I spent maybe 1/100th of the dollars that I spent on Little King's in college, then I think that we might be able to get that one. Nick said, just send a boxcar with a big plus sign on it, and they run in between the 1,000 and the 2,000 cars. Now, I like that. I like that. That's not a bad idea there, Bill. Nick says, that's awesome. I saw Lionel made some 60-foot, 5-foot gondolas and some 60-foot boxcars in Monon. Yeah. So Monon's actually a pretty cool railroad. They've got some colors that are fun to follow too. They ran through Indiana, so they've got black and gold painted locomotives, and they've got cardinal and gray painted, cardinal white, cardinal gray painted locomotives for Purdue and Indiana University, where they would run a lot of their trains through. And they were known for running through all of the college towns as they ran through Indiana. I believe that their route had 7 college towns on it. So let's see here. Tommy Bentz wants to know, how far are you from your hobby store where you buy your trains? Well, we live probably about 45 minutes away from our closest hobby store. No, actually, there's one that's 15 minutes down the road. Denny's Trains and Things. We like Denny's. And then there's a couple of other ones that are about 45 minutes away. We do a lot of our buying at shows, too. We belong to the Train Collectors Association, the Midwest Division of the Train Collectors Association. And a lot of what we picked up around here, we bought at the Train Collectors Association shows. So 1-800-CLYDE says, what is that over my left shoulder? This is my left shoulder. So I've got a 97 coal loader there. So the 97, that's the 97 coal loader. That is not a post-war accessory. That one's a modern accessory, but it is a American Flyer accessory that they've adapted for Lionel, and it's a log loader accessory. This one is, again, it's not post-war, but it's This is just a remake of the post-war ice stand. This one here is the Gantry Crane. Again, that one's not the post-war version. This one's a modern version. This one's actually a TMCC version. I just got that one, and it's really, really cool. I'm going to have to do a video on that because that is a neat accessory. The gantry with all of it done on Lionel stuff. So, all right. Well, thanks, Tom. I feel like I'm struggling over here right from the start when I didn't have sound to the crash and trying to get things back on track. So, hey, thanks for that. James, we are going to see Bill Nye. I got it. I saw that you sent it. I just, again, today's stream was something that I just really came down here and just rolled with it really quick. So, yeah. So Mark's Train says, presently the Monon is a walking trail on the north side of Indianapolis. Rails to trails. Rails to trails. James says, remember, S is the best, but O scale or no scale. You got it. You got it. Buy 2 rails, get your 3rd rail for free, James. Happy Valley says, do what McDonald's did, subscribers over 1,000. David Kohler says, used to be a member of TCA. Well, I've been a member of TCA. I've been going to TCA my whole life. George has been part of the kids club, and now he's been a member for a couple of years. I've been a member since '94, a full-fledged member, but I've been going to meets as a family member with my dad since long before that. Nick's Crossing says, did they make TMCC S gauge? I know Lionel hadn't consumed the American Flyer. As a matter of fact, they did. They did. Isaiah's not picky. Isaiah says all gauges for him. So Tom's Train's asking, what radius curves are you running? Your trains have a nice smooth looking sweep around the bend. So, all right, on the top level, we've got 096. So where the beep is going right now, those are 096 curves right there up on the top. This one here is 072 as it's coming here. So basically, I guess to break it down, we've got 096, 080, and 072. But we tried to make most of the curves on the main lines 80 or 096. So this the one that this train is on, that one's 080 or 096, and this one here is 080. So that one that the Challenger on, I believe, or the Challenger on is 080. So, but there is some other, like these are 072s, but we tried to make all of the curves harder or like more sweeping so that we could run big locomotives. There's one spot over there by behind Godzilla that you can pull in over here. Actually, the one that the Hudson's on right now, that one's got 056 curves. Ooh, my beep stopped. So Bear Creek, we're working. Well, that's good. I'm glad. So yeah, David, back in the 70s, you were in the TCA. How you're going to have to get back into that because, you know what, we got to. I really like these clubs a lot too. Excuse me for a second. I'm going to get off the screen. I'll still talk. I really like the clubs a lot because, you know, I always talk on here and everybody chuckles at my speeches when I say that you know, us here on the that are in the hobby, it's our responsibility to make sure that we keep the hobby going. And you know, as we all know, that a lot of times that the hobby can be a solitary hobby. You know, you do it by yourself or you do it alone in your basement and everything like that. And it's so much more fun to do the hobby with friends. And I've always been a part of the TCA to do it with friends and everything like that. So it's always good to have a club like that you belong to. But the other thing I think is really cool, and the other thing that I think is, I wonder why that's not resetting. I've never had that not reset. But the other thing I think is really cool is that we've got a really neat community here on YouTube too, where we're not just doing the trains all by ourselves. We're doing them together. We're doing them together in this community. And I really like that synergy. And I would ask everybody, please keep this going. You know, watch each other's channels, go on each other's live streams. You know, so make it so that it's not so so much of a insular thing anymore. You know, where we're sharing the hobby. We're doing this with other people. I'm glad that happened. MTH has gone a short circuit and I can't get it out. So I'll work on that after the stream. Let's see here. Russ, well, I'm sorry about that. The hobby store not carrying O scale. Should go over there with a big wad of cash and tell them that you're looking for some O scale, and tell them to order some stuff. So James Train says, about buying 2 rails, get the 3rd rail free. It says, actually not true. I can buy an O scale legacy nickel plate 765 for $1,600 fresh from the factory, and I can buy an S scale legacy nickel plate for $600 fresh from the factory. You pay more for the 3rd rail, $100 for one freight car. Well, you know, that's the bad thing, but the good thing is that that you can buy all of these stuff on the aftermarket. And there's some really, really cool stuff on the aftermarket, all the way from pre-war stuff to modern stuff. And that's what I like about the hobby too. Part of that, what I like about the hobby is the hunt. Yeah. A train finder, Craig. Thank you for that super sticker. I lost my my place here, guys. Sorry about that. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Heavy Valley says, I got 027, bought from my dad, and the HO that I bought. That's cool. That's cool. But David, you're so far north. Where are you at up there that's so far north? Anthony Sparico, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us here. Flying solo tonight, right? George is out. So I'm here by myself, hanging out with my good train friends. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for talking trains with me tonight, running some trains. We're running a Challenger. We were running a Beep, but the Beep's having some issues. And the other one that we're running is the Santa Fe F3s with a short freight. Yeah, you're right, Bear Creek. We're working. I really enjoy the TCA. If you're looking into it, there's a link down below to the National TCA, and there's a link also to the Midwest Division of the TCA. So if you're interested, go down there, check out that link, and go to the TCA website, check them out. We enjoy that. We enjoy the TCA. We enjoy what the TCA has to offer. Hold on a second here, folks. Now, the Challengers give me a problem. All right, hold up. Hold on. There we go. See if I can turn on this. I don't know what's going on with this. Anybody use Z4000? Oh, here we go. I think I did it. Wrong way, Beep. There we go. Beep back in action. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm with you, Bear Creek. Great Weaver K-line models on eBay. You don't have to spend big bucks to enjoy O-scale. That's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, I know. The transformer needs a little bit of oil. That one's a noisy one. That's a noisy one. Ren Ellison says, I did something I probably shouldn't have. I bought a couple of new auto racks. Even worse, I like them so much I'm planning on buying more. Very good, very good. So Rocket Man Bill, I just figured that one out. That you got to bring them both down to set the circuit breaker. So yeah, Jody, talking about the XMPH NASA set that Lionel has in the new catalog. That's actually a pretty neat one there. Yeah, WD-40 and duct tape can fix everything. Yeah, I'm scared though of shooting WD-40 into a transformer. That one is just a little bit scary for me. That's a little bit scary. But hey, listen, folks, I'm going to start buttoning up the stream here, and I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. I've had a great time hanging out with y'all. I think that it's funny because I was gone at this basketball game. I wasn't planning on doing a stream, but I just thought, you know what, I got to get out here and do the stream. So for everybody that's joined me and weathered through the first part of this, thank you. I appreciate you joining us. I appreciate you being part of the stream and being part of GFW Trains, being part of this railroad community. I mean, it's really cool. We have to keep this synergy going. Like I said, it's so much more fun when you're doing it with other people rather than doing this in isolation. So, hey, everybody, have a great night. Have a great weekend. We'll see you around the Roundhouse. Make sure that you come next week. We have a special guest that's going to be on. We'll be on at our normal time. Fast Friday, Family Friday, Fun Friday, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're going to be doing. So, hey, thanks a lot. Have a great weekend. We'll see you around the Roundhouse. Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out.